There are benefits or not benefits, depending on how you want to look at it. There are things to weigh. Anything that is separate property is treated differently than community property when it comes to taxes.
Taxes. Right.
So your primary residence, we all get a capital gains exemption for living in your home. So if you get a $250,000 per spouse exemption. So if you're not married, you only get or not if you're not married. If you're not married, you only get the $250,000. If you're married and you're both on title and it's your community property, you get $500,000.
Right.
So if your other spouse doesn't own the property because you've kept it separate, then you only get the $250,000 exemption. Just because you're married doesn't mean you get that exemption automatically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, only the owners get it. Yeah.
Right.
So that's exemption from capital gain upon the sale of the house. And the other sort of important point from our client's perspective is that the treatment of the capital gain on death. So the person who owns separate property, when they die, their separate property gets a new stepped up tax basis. Stepped up tax basis is good. It's always good. We always want that. So you get that on everything that you own when you die. But if it's your spouse who owns the separate property and they die, that's great. But if you die and it's not your separate property, it's your spouse's separate property, it's not going to get a stepped up basis. So these are things that we talk to clients about when they're trying to sort through it.
Yeah. It's not uncommon for clients to say, what are the pros and cons of getting married? And these are the things that we walk through, although we certainly don't think that finances should play a part in whether or not to get married, but they might play a part in, that decision, especially if you're talking about a silver marriage and it's your second or third marriage, at that point, do you need to get married? Some people.
Yeah. You want to know what all the advantages and all the disadvantages are, because you probably already know what a lot of the disadvantages are.
Right.
And you go to your attorney. Are there any tax reasons why I might want to think about getting married, even though I know what I know?
Thank you for joining us today for another episode of Absolute Trust Talk Live. If you enjoyed listening in, then don't forget to subscribe. You can find us on Apple Podcasts or wherever you may listen by searching Absolute Trust Talk. While you're there, we would also love for you to leave us a review. And then why not share your favorite episodes with family, friends, or colleagues too? You can find all of our shows and corresponding show notes by visiting absolutetrustcounsel.com. You'll also find a variety of other free resources, including our ebooks, videos, blogs, presentations, and more. If you need help with your estate planning or administration, we also offer a free discovery call to help get the process started. You can find more information on booking your session by visiting absolutetrustcounsel.com/scheduling. Don't forget to keep an eye out for our next live episode. If you join us for the broadcast, you can submit questions during the show. But if not, don't worry. You can always get in touch with us by sending a quick message to info@absolutetrustcounsel.com. Thanks again for listening. We'll see you soon.